got it recording. Good morning. Right, just got everything from the house. I'm a little bit disorganised this morning.
Come on. Okay. Wait, what are we doing today?
We are... I wonder if anyone else can tell you from the downloadables that were put up last night. Anyone going to tell us? Shall I give you... There's the first one. Now, what bird is that?
Hummingbird.
Not a hummingbird.
Bluebird.
Think of the NHS. There's some...
I don't know.
What's the hospital? What all the hospitals
Oh,
do?
can I,
Nightingale. It's a nightingale. So it's all rather NHS-themed rainbows this week.
Yeah, someone just said it after you said it.
Oh, they beat me probably. Okay, so we got our paints. I'm just going to go and get some clean water, Days. Shall I put some clean water in yours as well?
Yes, please.
Do you want to tell everyone about the artwork and the pictures? Sending them in.
So the best picture, if you send it in, like through DMs or something, then you may get a free, like you can get it for free on like a print or something. So we're going to choose the best one, and then whoever has the best one gets it on a print. So, Inka, come here. Inka. Inka, come here. Inka. Hello. Inka. Inka. Black labs are very cute though. Inka.
Oh, showing Inka.
Yeah.
Look at her wagging her tail. Oh,
She's not
lovely,
wagging it
isn't it?
anymore. Inka. Hello. Hello. Tell me when you're ready and then I'll bring it up.
Well,
You've
what's
got
the time?
3 minutes.
It's got 3 minutes.
Hey there.
Oh, Inka.
Doo doo. Inka.
Such a good girl. Oh, where's our lovely weather gone? I don't think you say happy good Easter Monday, do you?
What happened to Dad doing my hammock this morning?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to send him a text message to remind him? You might remember.
He can do it while I'm in the class.
Yeah.
Should I just go off for a sec? It doesn't end it, it just pauses, like, you know when you go on FaceTime it pauses.
Yeah.
Hold on guys. There you go. Inka. Dad said yes.
Hey, well done. Okay, right, let's get back to business.
You scared of me.
How are we doing for time, Liz?
No, 1 minute.
Do you want to pop it on the right spot?
There you go. Now you can be nice and warm and tidy up.
So I need a blank piece of paper. I think we should do...
Which one am I doing?
I think what I should do first...
Am I doing that?
If you want to, or do you want to do... I think I should do first, like a cartoon bird for people.
I don't want... I do one.
Pardon?
I won't do one.
No, I think you should definitely paint this one in because we can do it as a rainbow. I think that would be really lovely. But okay, so should we start? Yes, let's start. My glass is on. Let's give the bird a perch first.
Let's just say about the drawings again because...
Oh yes, okay.
some
Welcome.
people
Good
won't
morning, everybody. I hope everyone has had suitably eaten too much chocolate, and that they had a lovely day yesterday in the beautiful weather. Thank you for joining us today. So basically what we thought we would do is, because lots of people are sharing their artwork and it's really gorgeous, so we thought what we could do is, if you continue to share it, and then each week we're going to choose our favourite piece of artwork. It's not necessarily the best, but our favourite. And we will put it onto product for you. So we'll choose what product we put it onto. And then...
What are we doing?
We're doing nightingales. Nightingale birds. So that's an outline of a bird. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify that next door to it by just doing a simpler one. So if you do a head and a side and a tummy and a beak and then two legs and then a long tail.
Hello.
So I've done that with quite a strong line, whereas my first one I've done it with a much softer line.
Okay.
And then we can get a nice big eye in there. And then what I thought we could do is to give it a really true and apt to where we're at the moment, is do these feathers with the NHS and
Some
do...
people are only just joining. A lot of people are only just
Okay, morning everybody. We are doing nightingales this morning. And what I thought we could do with these feathers is we could make these into...
People just joined in.
We could make these into rainbow colours here. And if we write NHS there, and then maybe do a heart afterwards. NHS. So this is a nightingale. So that's my cartoon one. So I've done it, and it was a much stronger line. And this is my much more gentle one, which I'm going to work on getting some feathers in here and making them into a rainbow.
I'm sorry.
And then write NHS. NHS. Daisy's stepping on the dog. Poor Inks. She doesn't seem to mind. She still loves you.
Do you want to go out?
Oh, does she want to go out?
Yeah, look.
Okay, so I've put in the soft lines of the NHS, and what I thought we could do is we could do a true nightingale colour bird. We get this lovely soft browns in here.
Shout out to Cassia.
Hello,
What size of
Cassia.
paper do you use?
I'm using postcards because then you can send them out to people. But if you send us photographs of your artwork, we're going to choose the best person's artwork. Not as that's the wrong word.
At the end.
Oh, that's a good idea. Then we're gonna make it into product for that person.
Ooh,
Whether we make it into a water bottle or a print.
Can you pass me that?
What do you want this?
No, the bird.
The bird. Okay. So we've got a nice sharp pencil, and now I'm going to pick up my pen, and I'm going to, with a nice soft hand.
I've got the best idea.
Oh, it's a bit cranky this morning. There we go.
This.
Daisy's saying she's got the best idea. I can't wait to see what it is. So there's my rather big beak.
Which one's the pastel yellow?
Give him some feet.
Is it just
And
that?
I'm purposefully keeping my hand really soft and light going on the claws. And this isn't really real, I'm just making it up. And then pop in this other foot here, give it a wiggle and a jiggle, and then pop in another foot here. And then this is the bit that I'm excited about, doing my rainbow. So actually, maybe I'm going to write NHS. And I think I'm going to make it into bubble writing, actually, just so I can really emphasise that.
Is that Joe?
It is Joe. She's been to work as well this morning. So then I'm going to keep each colour.
Easter Monday.
I know. Each colour, there we go. So we've got 3 different colours there. Let's see if we can get some more. And I'm keeping them quite true to a sort of rainbow shape here. So we've got 5 colours there. I'm going to keep going with a little bit more. 6. And then I'm just going to put some fluffy feathers at the top to stop it so that the rest can be in the lovely light brown colour of the actual nightingale.
Oh, I'm doing...
Oh, you're going... Oh, that's gorgeous, Days.
Pastels, and then I'm going to whole body turquoise.
That's a great idea.
I haven't been reading the comments.
That's
what
okay.
pen are you using?
I'm using a... If you go to my website, on my homepage, there's a button at the bottom saying Nessie's art classes. And on there's some recommendations of some different quality pens. So there's this expensive one is on there. And also I've got like cheaper versions of what will do the same. So that's probably the best place to go. Look. Someone suggested we did one of those tins that we did for Easter with all these art materials in, which I thought was a lovely idea.
Can I have a tissue?
Of course you can. Look, there we go. So we use tissues to pick up if you're using paint, to absorb the paint if you've made a mistake. So I'm doing now the more cartoon charactered one, so I'm going to try and keep it more cartoon so that it's a different contrast to the other one. NHS, and this one I've done a little love heart as well. So I guess the difference with the cartoon one is the lines are much stronger. I'm not sure it's going to look that different, to be honest, because it's always going to be my style, isn't it? But all those amazing NHS workers out there doing so much for us all. Okay, so there we go. Now, if we get our paintbrush and our water, nice clean water.
Recommendations are not live yet. They will be there next day or two.
Oh, okay, sorry, the recommendations aren't there yet. They are going to be there. Can you
Of
make it a
course
robin?
You can make it a robin.
Oh, lovely,
It can be
yeah.
your thing.
Absolutely, well done, Days.
Why does that always happen?
Oh, so sorry, the recommendations are not going to be there yet. We're working on it, basically. It's work in progress. So this is a rotary pen, and it's an architect's pen, basically. And I use a 0.25, this one is. The thing with these pens is that they're very fragile, so you just have to hold it really lightly, so that you don't damage the nib. And more to the point, actually, you get a much nicer result if you're holding the pen in a really gentle fashion. I love the fact that all of us, your vision and your colour palette changes, because I'm just looking at Daisy's to my left and her lovely colours that she's chosen. They are completely different to what I would choose. And that's what makes it so Daisy special. I love it, Daisy. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to start, when we're painting, we remember that we need to start with the light colours first. So I'm going to actually get with a pencil. I'm going to make my decisions so that I can then work. I find it more efficient. So if I think about a rainbow, so red, I'm going to do red, pink. I've actually picked some flowers this morning, specifically rainbow colours, just because I just was so... Can I show that, Daisy? Look at those gorgeous flowers. Just so many bright. It doesn't look nearly as spectacular as it did when it was in my flower bed, but it was so beautiful. Anyway, so those colours are what's going to inspire me with my rainbow this morning. So I'm going to go red, pink, purple, yellow, and blue, in that order. So I'm going to go red, no, let's go red, pink, purple, yellow, blue, and then back to red. Okay, so I've kind of planned it out before I've started, basically, which will help me to... And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my red, lots of water on the paintbrush and in the palette before popping it on the paper. So then it's red, pink, so I'm going to miss out pink and do purple next, just because it's still wet. So I'm going to wait for that to dry. And I'm wondering what colour I'm going to do the NHS. I think I'm going to wait and make that decision. So no need blue. I think I'm going to go quite a bright blue. I could, of course, do the NHS in their colours, but I'm not sure it's going to stand out with all these rainbow. But let's see. We went on an amazing walk yesterday, didn't we, Days? And came through East Grinstead, where we live. And the number of houses with the amazing rainbows on their doorsteps was just gorgeous. Okay, so now, whilst that's drying, actually I might just do the same.
How do I find the other painting classes, as I have missed a couple?
They stay on Instagram Live for 24 hours. And then they are going to be put on YouTube. Again, that's a job that we are in the middle of doing, though. So... They aren't on YouTube
also,
yet.
Someone said, how do you decide what you want to draw?
I kind of listen to you guys. You're, we're a community here. But I just have gone with what's true to what's going on and to what I'm doing. So this week's all about rainbows, really. So on Wednesday, we're actually just going to do a straightforward rainbow. But I've got this amazing print that I've designed. So I thought rather than just doing a rainbow, we could make it into a print and it being all about family. So you could do it for a family, like for your granny, and you could post it to her as a print, so with all her grandchildren on it. Or you could just do it as your family that you live with, or to a family that's been separated. I don't know, there's so many sad and stories out there, just whatever. But anyway, we're going to do a rainbow on Wednesday, and then on Saturday...
We're doing superheroes.
Oh, yeah, we're doing superheroes, which I thought was quite fun. And also, we need to tell the boys that we're doing superheroes. I mean, I've done a girl superhero, so I just thought... And then we got some lovely expressions, which you guys helped us choose last week. So we've got Believe, we're going to do today.
Time for the turquoise.
So I actually think that's pretty dry now, so I'm going to go for it. Is that paintbrush small enough?
I think I'm going to finish before you.
Oh my goodness. Well done, you. So you see, I'm touching the other two, so it's quite nice to have waited for it to dry so it doesn't run. Although if it does run, you can either use your loo roll or kitchen roll to dab it, or you can just, sometimes the running actually looks rather lovely.
Colour are the beaks.
I'm going to just do a slightly darker brown, Days. So it's a lovely sort of soft brown. So what have we got here? Purple, then yellow. Turquoise, you're doing your beak. Mm-hmm. Love it.
What colours do you use?
What watercolours? Well, each of these is different. I just collect them. Every Christmas and birthday I get given, or I buy myself, a few more. I treat myself. It's like going to a sweetie shop for me. But I would recommend, I mean, the expensive ones are definitely lovely. The Windsor and Newton or the Rowney, they would be what I would choose. You can just get these little travel pots. I mean, when we went travelling last summer as a family, I literally just took this. I love this one because it's actually got the standard ones that's all my favourite colours I've put together in that one. You can buy empty palettes and choose the paints yourself. But the thing with that, Days, is it's quite expensive. Well, they are very expensive. They're like £4 a paint. But I just treat myself to a couple every... And literally, I've had all of these paints all of my life. I mean, they last forever. You just have to not abuse them. So you're just putting lots of water in them. Not too much, obviously. There we go. There's my rainbow. I love that. That's gorgeous. I'm just looking at the NHS and trying to decide what colours I'm going to do those. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of the bird first and then I'm going to look at it. But in the meantime, while that rainbow's drying, I'm going to do my second nightingale. The red is a funny colour to get enough pigment in. It often looks quite pink-like. But it's getting the charm between the watercolour and not too heavy on the paint. And the vibrant colour that you're after. I mean, everyone's palettes are different, which is what's so lovely about it. But I just love vibrant colours. It's definitely what I'm about. Makes me feel good. Oh, Daisy's choking away. Oh, Daisy, that's beautiful. Can't wait to show it. So, whilst those three colours are drying, I'm now going to go to birdie number one. I think we need to name these birds, Days. Believe and... Alright, I'm going to bring this paint pot closer to my page because I find it easier to work quite quickly if you get... So lots of water on my paint. Dab it into the paint pot.
Where do you write the... How do you do the eye? Do you spell paint... What? Do you sell paintbrushes?
Do you know what? I think I do need to start. I'm thinking of doing like a little pot with like paintbrushes in and watercolours and things.
Where do you write NHS? What's your favourite paint to use?
Okay, so we've talked about the paint to use. Where do you write NHS? I've written it. Look, I've written it in there.
It doesn't really matter where you write it.
But Daisy's absolutely right. You can write it anywhere you like, wherever you think. I just thought that was quite a sweet place in the rainbow. But as Daisy said...
If you want it to be bigger, then you could write it all down there.
Down the birds. That's such a good idea, Daisy. I love that. So I'm just thinking this needs to be a bit greyer than I've done. And then to do the eye, I'm going to do half paint it in, half not, so it gives it a sort of 3D effect. I'm going to put a little bit of grey. I use that dark brown, which comes out quite light, but I think I'm just going to add a bit of grey.
Oh, that's like a red.
Oh, that wasn't that colour, Days. It's this one.
I know. but
I know, you
that's it.
think that's a brown, wouldn't you? Daisy and I watched Mamma Mia last night. It was awesome.
And then we're watching Mamma Mia 2 tonight.
We're going to watch Mamma Mia 2 tonight, aren't we?
I want the darkest brown.
So next week we go back to school, Days and her brothers. So we need to change our art class to a different time. So we're thinking 4 o'clock. Can everyone let us know what they think, whether that's a time that works for them or what time would work for them? But Daisy, yeah, I think she's got to be quite strict with going to school. So we need to work around the school times. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
5, someone says.
5. Yeah, my only thought was 5. Do you not finish before then? My concern with leaving it until 5.
4 or 4:30 works, Sophie's.
Yeah, I think earlier, because otherwise I'm just not going to get,
We've
to the
watched
boys.
Mamma Mia 2 before, so.
We loved
Because
it.
someone just said Sophie's pregnant and Mamma Mia 2.
Oh, look what I've done. I've had a disaster. Quick. I just
People are
not
saying-
waited for this to dry.
People are
so-
saying 4 p.m. and 4:30.
Okay, good.
We finish school at 5, so do I.
Someone's saying they finished school at 5.
So do I, but then...
No, you normally
My-
do, but not at homeschooling. I think it's 4. Do you finish homeschooling at 5?
3:30. We go outside at 4.
No. I was thinking. I just worry that if we get. I was thinking it would be good to get done first and then to go outside. And so then you've got the rest of the evening to be out in the garden, because we do like to be outside.
Can we do it on Saturday and Sunday?
We do a Saturday class on we do a class on Saturday.
Whatever time
At
suits.
and I think we'll stick with 10:30 in the morning on a Saturday. So it's quite nice to get up and do it, and then you've got the whole day. And you feel like you've achieved. Okay, so look, whilst that's drying, because I'm just gonna I'm gonna add a bit more brown to this actually. That's quite bright. I don't want that bright.
I created this brown bit with
That's a
this
good brown.
And that.
Create it on the palette over here, Dace, rather than in the paint itself.
Or
That's
just
it.
this. It was just this.
Well done. I haven't done the eye yet, have I? I need to do the eye. So with the eye, I'm going to actually get a much smaller paintbrush. This is quite a clunky paintbrush I've got here. I'm trying to prove that it's not there. Right, so I'm going to put that away, not leaving it in the water. And I'm going to find a nice dark colour. I think that's my dark
This
colour.
one's dark.
And I'm going to do the art. Oh, I nearly dropped the paintbrush on the paper. And I'm just going to mark that around there.
4 sounds good. If we are still at school, then we can play it later from stories. Thank you. How do we send out our work?
Can you? Yeah, DMs would
Take
be
a
perfect.
photo.
And also, if you tag someone that you think might like to do the art class, that would be brilliant. So that we can build on our community. That would be amazing. Now I've got the word believe, which I had in my downloadables, and I'm just going to...
I'm done.
Daisy, do you want to show your work? So I'm going to do the same rainbow writing. I actually want to have a superhero.
Wait, people can watch it anytime for 24 hours after. So anytime suits. Thanks for the brilliant classes. How do you send our work?
So
You
you...
just said that. Anytime after 4 is great.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so I think if we say 4 o'clock, it's perfect. Look at daisies. Isn't that gorgeous? Totally awesome. Love it, Days. Oh, look, that Lucy McCarthy... Oh, no, it's not.
It's now later, so I thought we could shift our daily outing later to lovely nightingales.
So I'm just going to spend the next few minutes.
Mama, the thin paintbrush you're using, what is it?
This is really not a special paintbrush. I'm quite snobby about my paintbrushes. The size of it is a 0.5. But I just make sure you get watercolour ones if you've got watercolour paints. And I always like to get sable ones. This is not my choice of paintbrush, I have to say. But
there's 2 things I've got to say.
Go on, Daisy's got 2 things she wants to say.
You could sell the little kits with pens, paintbrush and postcard pad. And then also, how do you access the downloadables?
You access the downloadables by going to our website. Go to our website, and on the homepage there is Thisisnessie. So go to Thisisnessie.com and scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see Nessie's art classes, and you just click on that and just follow. You just give us your email address, and then we send you an email reminder every Sunday night just saying that the downloadables are now there, ready for the next week's art class. So yeah, that's how you do it.
Mama, look at Monica. She's just sat out here.
Oh, she's enjoying the fresh air days. So red, I need my colours. Red, pink, purple, yellow, blue. I've got 5 minutes to try and get this done. I'm also, this is like colours. Rainbow colours, but I'm thinking I'd quite like to make... Oh, sorry. But I'm also thinking I really want to get some... I quite like the idea of superheroes. So I want to get some superhero masks into these letters as well.
Shout out to Ophelia using the templates.
My downloadables. Well done, Ophelia. Brilliant. Awesome.
What is your tag name? I have a bunch of friends interested.
Awesome. Just put Thisisnessie.com. Thank you. That'd be brilliant. Yes, if everyone can do that, I'd be really, really, really grateful.
Do you know how to get the water out of the palette?
The water out the palette? Oh, I see. I would just get a bit of kitchen roll.
No, watercolour out of the palette. Don't you just pull it out?
You can, or I use a knife. I just get a knife. But obviously, Daisy, that's not a job that Daisy would be allowed to do. Although her brothers would happily let her do it.
This one would be easier, surely. This one's all run out. You could change it.
Yeah, no, you see, I'll keep those for years, Daisy. Those are my special colours.
No, this green one, there's literally...
Oh, the green, I know. I love that colour. I'm gutted that I've lost that's nearly finished. I do still use it though, Daisy.
Basically.
I do still use it.
What colour did you do the eye on the bird?
I did it black. Sort of like a grey colour.
I did a dark blue. Are the templates on your website?
Yes, in the downloadables in my art class section.
Can I go say hi to Joe?
Of course you can. So I'm just doing each colour between one so that they're not going to run basically. So I'm not sure they're going to dry in time to get the middle ones done. You just need a nice steady hand. So the way to get a steady hand is to just be nice and relaxed and just pull your hand across the page in a really slow, steady fashion. And just take your time and just be relaxed. And then going back just to get a bit more. But it doesn't matter if you don't fill it all in. You can leave bits. That's part of the charm of it. It doesn't need to be perfect. See, if you look there, that's missing a bit there in the white. But I'm just going to leave that. That's absolutely fine. You don't want it to be perfect. That'd be boring. So with these letters, what I'm actually going to do with it is I'm writing all these lovely positive messages, but actually what I'm going to do with it is like what we did for Easter with the eggs, is I'm going to make it into people's names, and then it can go onto tins, and then we're going to have sweetie jars with their names on.
Ordered my paints, etc. last night. Can't wait for delivery.
Well done. Brilliant.
What should we use to tag people?
You just put at. You go onto my stories or my grid and of an artwork class, and you just go into the comments and you
It's 11 o'clock.
and then you just put at and the person's name that you think might enjoy the class, and just say, I think you might enjoy this class or something.
Any suggested websites to order professional paintbrushes?
Yes, I've got it all on my... If you DM me, I'll send you the document. But it is going to be on my website soon. So it's now 11 o'clock, so I'm going to love you and leave you.
Shout out to Sophie.
Daisy's just going to do a couple of minutes of shout-outs, or a minute of shout-outs. And I'm just going to carry on painting, and then she will say goodbye.
Also,
Thank you, guys.
Also, about the thingy again, refer to the pictures of sending your thingies in.
Yes. So again, if you send them to us and tag someone else that you think might like to join the art class.
How do I DM?
Okay, so to DM us, you go to your Instagram account and you will see what looks like an aeroplane, a paper aeroplane, and you click on that, and then you type in "This is Nessie," and then you write us a message and you attach the picture. Or you can just go to the go to your little search bar and put in "This is Nessie" and then message us from there. Good luck. And we'll see you all on Wednesday.
Shout out to Sophia K. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Tessie and Alexandra.
Amazing,
guys. Shout out to Michelle.
Oh, well done everyone for coming. It's amazing.
Shout out to B and Charlotte.
Hello. Can't wait to see all your work.
B and Charlotte have basically been on every day. I think.
Well, B and Charlotte, we can't wait. Please send us your work. We'd love to see it.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. See you Wednesday.